Come on in. You're at home on the coast, Pensacola's premier real estate program. Now, making you feel right at home on the coast, here are your hosts, Jim Pennington and David Teague.
Come on in. You're at home on the coast. Welcome to another edition of Pensacola's premier real estate show.
That's a mouthful, Jim.
There you go. Hello, I'm your host, Jim Pennington, along with my colleague,
David Teague.
David Teague.
Yours truly.
Yours truly. We're both realtors with RE/MAX Horizons Realty, so we know a little bit about real estate, don't we?
Right.
And we invite you to, if you have any questions or concerns or want to buy real estate, want to sell real estate, please give us a call. Either one of us, David Teague or Jim Pennington. You can reach us at one of these numbers here on the screen. We'll be happy to talk to you. Well, first of all, we'd like to tell you what's coming up in this edition of At Home on the Coast. We'll tell you about some of the big deals that home builders are offering on some of their new homes.
Very big deals. And we'll answer the question, should you rent or buy? We'll take a look at some of the issues involved in that decision.
And there are some big commercial developments on the drawing boards for Escambia and Santa Rosa counties. And we'll have more on that a little later in the program. Well, in case you haven't heard, it's definitely a buyer's market in Pensacola. At last count, and that was just before we went on the air with this program, there were more than 6,500 residential listings on the MLS service in the two-county Escambia Santa Rosa market.
That's a lot of listings, sir.
That is a lot of property, a lot of inventory, as we say. Now, if you're in the market for a home, this is a good time to be buying, especially if you're in the market for a new home. Here's an indication of what the market is like. Several major home builders are offering staggering incentives on some of their new homes. Builders have a lot of homes on their hands and they want to move them. Now, for example, one company will make your first 6 mortgage payments for you. That's right, they'll make your first 6 mortgage payments for you.
6 months free lunch, that's right.
Yeah, 6 months, no lunch.
That's
huh?
right.
That's our free lunch.
That's right.
And that includes the principal and interest and taxes and insurance. This applies, in this particular company, this applies to select models and select subdivisions. And of course, there are some minor restrictions on, for example, on how much interest you are allowed to pay.
Right.
And how much
preferred lender is kind of
it's based on the mortgage aspect of it.
And it's still a great deal, I tell you what.
Yeah, exactly. All in all, 6 months of free mortgages is a pretty doggone good deal. Now, this is worth about $9,000 to $12,000 in when you try to convert it to money. These incentives are on homes priced from about $200,000 to $250,000. So if you're in that market, if you're looking in that price range, this is something you really ought to be aware of.
Yeah, Jim, there's also another major builder who's offering a $10,000 discount or upgrade options on new homes. In addition, they're also giving bonuses to the realtors who bring the buyers to them.
And that's a point to understand that that's good for realtors, of course, but It also means that the builders are trying to get the realtors to bring the customers in.
Right, kind of get them motivated and remind them that there are some really great deals on new homes. If you're thinking about a new home, you need to call Jim or myself.
Now, we know where these deals are.
We'll get you the deal.
We'll get you the deal.
Right.
Several big home builders have as much as 20 to 30 new homes in their inventory, and there's one builder who has
248, sir.
Wait, we've got that list right here.
I think we do.
All right, here's one. Okay.
Yeah, there's your graphic.
There you see the incentives that they're playing. Some of these builders have so much inventory that they have to move them. Obviously, they've paid for the construction. Right. And
while the time we're real aggressive, and now it's time to get them sold.
That's right.
That's why they're counting on the realtors.
And so we're getting the word out to you guys, and just to give you an idea.
There, Jim.
Bear with me. This is one home builder with these many listings, and here's another one. And we're not making this up. We printed this out today.
Yeah,
more pages, just nothing but listings. See there?
And those are not homes that are half finished or barely got started or just got a roof on it. Those homes are finished, completed, and ready for Jim and I to put you in one.
That's right.
You need to call the hotline, 476-6000, and say, Jim, put me in a new home.
And be sure and ask for David or Jim.
That's right.
You don't want to talk to anybody else.
Preferably not, anyway.
Well, if you're in the market for a new home, give us a call. We'll help you look at the various incentives and we'll help you prepare a contract if you want to proceed.
Right.
So it's a good time to be a buyer if you're ready to buy. If you're looking for a new home, there are some great deals out there, and we've got the information on them. Now let's talk about some featured properties. There are a lot of pre-owned homes that are on the market. As we said, over 6,500 listings. We have a featured listing on this program.
Actually, a couple of them.
Yeah, we've got a couple of them. This one is on 1701 East Bar Street in East Hill. Now, this is an East Hill listing, so pay attention to this. This is a great deal. Right. This is listed by Charles Thomas, and he personally owns this house. He redid it, and you can look at it and you see the granite countertops, the stainless steel appliances. This is a great home. It was built in the 50s, but it's got everything modern in it. Stainless steel appliances, new windows, freshly painted inside and out, split floor plan with a large master suite. Too many things to mention for this house, but if you're looking for a great redone house in East Hill, this is it.
$329,900 right there.
For $329,900, almost 2,000 square feet, 1,991 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Great home. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit newer, we've got one listed in Woodbridge. Take a look at this beauty. This is at 9804 Pine Break Court. 2,200 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, $249,900. Look at that kitchen. This is a Revé built home, hard stucco. It's got a great family split plan with the second floor that opens to the first floor. There's a bonus room or an office above the garage. It has all electric and water. Electric water heater. Right. So if you're looking for something newer, this one was built in 2002. This one's listed by Martha Hobgood, who is a RE/MAX agent. Give Martha a call, or you can call us for further information. This is $249,900, 2,200 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath at 9804 Pine Break Court.
And the MLS number is 305-974 for all the realtors out there. So they can
do that again?
305-974. You're just testing me there, Jim.
Just checking to see if you're awake.
That's right. No pillows on this show. They're not allowed.
And we got to remind people that this is the real estate show with meat.
The real real estate show.
The real estate show.
We got a break coming in there, Jim?
We do. Coming up after the break, we're going to be talking about whether you should rent or buy. We'll try to answer some of that for you right after these messages.
Buying or selling real estate can be overwhelming. That's why you should rely on a name you trust. Jim Pennington, an experienced realtor who will be on your side and at your side.
Actually, that's how we got this home, was the hot sheet. We were one of the first people to see it, and we were the first person to buy it.
Remember, it costs you nothing for me to help you buy real estate. Whether you're buying or selling, if you're ready to move, I'll be on your side, at your side. Call me, Jim Pennington at RE/MAX Horizons.
For those who are opposed to the ordinary, there's Inside Out Furniture and Design, a furniture and accessories showroom with a distinct and diverse collection of fine furniture for every room in your home. Open your mind to something different with uniquely sophisticated furniture and accessories that have nothing in common with common. Elegant and timeless, a breathtaking array of extraordinary furnishings that make any room come alive. Nothing is ordinary at Inside Out. Inside Out Furniture and Design. We're more than a furniture store. We furnish dreams.
The best way to make sure your new windshield is done right, call Pensacola Glass Company, serving the Pensacola area since 1936 with certified installers to replace your windshield with quality and dependability. On insurance claims, you have the right to choose who you want to repair or replace your broken windshield. So tell your insurance agent that you want Pensacola Glass Company to do the work. Pensacola Glass Company custom cuts glass to your specifications, and there's a complete line of mirrors, shower enclosures, and glass top tables. Stop by or get
Franzoni Shoe Repair on West Government Street is convenient for your family's shoe repair needs wherever you live in the area. And the annoyance of replacing that watch battery, forget it. The prices at Franzoni's are the lowest around, workmanship the highest, and the service the quickest. Terry Franzoni uses long-lasting Vibram sole material too, the best. There's a large selection of polishes, laces, and inserts for almost any shoe, and if it's after hours, check the rear of the building for the drop box and pick up your shoes the next day.
And we're back at home on the coast. You know, we were talking in the first segment about all the deals out there, right. And you know that's something that most realtors are supposed to know or should know, that there are deals out there and the realtors are supposed to know how to find them and how to, you know, go after them for the client.
A lot of them probably didn't know that stuff we just put out on the
Yeah, there are some deals out there. So yeah, so if you're interested in buying, if you have a realtor you're working with, please call him or her.
Right.
And if you're not working with a realtor, please call David or me.
He or I. That's right. Him or her, he or I.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, we'll be happy to help you with all that. Now, rent or buy? That's a question that some people really have to wrestle with, not wrestle with, but wrestle with. There are pros and cons to the issue of whether you should buy something or whether you should continue renting.
Right.
It's one of the biggest decisions most people will ever make, and it shouldn't be made lightly. There are good reasons to buy, but home ownership is not for everyone. Buying can be complex, time-consuming, and sometimes brings unwelcome responsibilities. But there are good reasons, as we said. Among the good reasons, a place to call your own, to settle down in the community. Maybe you need a space for your family, or maybe you want more freedom than you have as a renter. And owning can offer a number of financial advantages too, such as your monthly mortgage payments serve as a type of forced savings, forcing you to save money.
That's a good point. Generate
equity. Owning can also help you create equity in a property. That means that you have an investment in your property that you can cash out at some time in the future. Yeah. On the other hand, renters continually pay rent to a landlord for as long as they rent without the opportunity to build up equity. Now, rents usually go up year after year, excuse me, but the principal and interest portion of most mortgage payments remains unchanged for the entire repayment period. Houses typically increase in value over time. Now, homeowners are eligible for significant tax advantages that are not available to renters, and most important, the interest and taxes paid on your home mortgage usually is tax deductible, and therefore can save you a substantial amount of money. But again, this is something you need to check with your financial people. Right. There are some downsides, and for one, owning a home requires time, it requires energy, requires money.
That's right.
And owning a property means that you have to pay mortgage payments that include taxes and insurance, and then you also are responsible for maintenance and repair, simple things like mowing the lawn yourself and taking care of things that break. So it's not for everybody.
Right.
And as a homeowner, you cannot easily move as you might be as if you were simply renting somewhere. Yeah. And then, of course, there's always that potential for foreclosure, the big F word.
The big foreclosure.
Foreclosure. If you don't take those, make those payments on time, and you're not careful about what you're doing, you could not only wind up losing your home, but your money and your credit too. Right. So it's a big decision, and we think, you know, if you're at that point where you're trying to decide which way to go, it's a good thing to study in depth.
Right, and statistically, the available numbers of rental homes is actually going up. There was a time after Ivan when you really couldn't get one at all. Now you can actually get some pretty nice homes, so it's not like it was last year.
And again, if somebody's looking to buy something,
they need to call Jim or myself.
There you go.
Not necessarily in that order.
It doesn't matter which order. Now, speaking of renting or buying, RE/MAX International offers a program called Heading Home. It's designed especially for renters who want to become homeowners. Now, even though home ownership in the U.S. is at an all-time high of 69%, there are large numbers of people such as military personnel, minorities, immigrants, legal immigrants we might add, who have the desire but not the resources to buy their own home. Now, RE/MAX Heading Home is a membership program, pardon me, I had to get a little drink of water, which allows renters to earn credits based on their current rent. Mortgage lenders participate in the program and will assist prospective homeowners with mortgage qualification, and ultimately will apply the earned credits toward closing. In simple terms, 15% of monthly rent up to $4,000 can be used as a credit toward 1% of mortgage loan closing costs. Now, members in the RE/MAX Heading Home program requires a one-time only fee of $49.95 and then an annual fee of $9.95 until the renter either buys something or drops out of the program. And if you want more information on this particularly interesting program, you can go to www.remaxheadinghome.com. It's designed for anyone currently renting in the United States, and when that renter is ready to find that perfect home, of course, a RE/MAX agent will be there to help you.
By your side.
That's
like
right.
Mr. Jim. That's
time to do some listings, isn't it? We do have homes for sale.
That's right.
You know, sometimes people think we don't do listings on this program, but we do.
We do, that's right.
All right, let's take a look at our first listing tonight. It's 105 Tonawanda Drive, a great-looking house on a great corner lot with great landscaping, great. Just great. This is a great house.
Look at that yard. That's pretty impressive.
It's really a nice house. The listing price is $174,900. It's 1,938 square feet. This is the bonus room that can serve as a workshop, office, or whatever you want to do in here. Counterfeit money, or here's
Watch it there, Jim.
Here's the pool in the backyard. It's got a pool enclosure, and the pool enclosure also includes the patio. So all of that is enclosed. But in addition to that, there's a great big yard to the left of what you're looking at and to the right. So there's plenty of room for Fido to run around and the kids and what have you. Again, $174,900, 105 Tonawanda. This is in the Osceola Golf Course community. Now, if you're looking for that first home, or perhaps you're downsizing, here's a home at 9200 Maple Street. Now, let me tell you about Maple Street. Maple is between North Davis Highway and 9 Mile Road. Now, this little home is priced at $125,000. It's a great home for first-time home buyers or empty nesters. 1,400 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, and a great family room that you're looking at there. It's got a great, not a balcony, but a patio, let's do it right, deck on the back side of the house,
wood deck,
overlooking the huge backyard. And the owner is motivated. They're ready to sell and move on. So, all reasonable offers will be considered. Again, listed at $125,000, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1,400 square feet at 9200 Maple Street, just off of 9 Mile Road and North Davis.
And the MLS is 302-168 for all the realtors that want to bring you a buyer there, Mr. Jim.
Bring us a buyer.
Now, I have a new listing for you, a really nice one over in Marcus Point. This one's sitting at 2006 Downing Drive. It's a patio home that was basically built 5 years ago. Looks like it's brand spanking new. Look at the front of that there, Jim.
I like that.
MLS on that one is 305691. It's listed at $349,900. When you get inside, you'll see why. Granite countertops. I mean, just crown molding everywhere. I mean, just loaded with decorator touches all the way through. Got the fireplace with an inset above, spotlights on it, slider that goes out to a screen porch out back, and the backyard looks like the golf course itself with a tropical.
This is Marcus Point, right?
Yes, sir. That's that patio home over there on Downing. That one's listed at $349,900. You realtors need to bring me a buyer because, as you know, those patio homes don't get on the market very often, and they don't stay on the market very often when they're that nice. The next one is a great house out in Milton at 5113 Seneca Trail. MLS is 298731. Listed for $237,500 on a nice, big old spacious lot. There's the inside side of the kitchen.
Great kitchen.
It's got a big old backyard too. It's got a shop out back for the guy that wants to work in the yard, the whole 9 yards. That one's listed at $237,500. It's convenient to I-10 and going back up 90 for Seneca Trail. So I also have a little summary without some pictures on some killer condo deals, Mr. Jim.
Killer condos, all right.
The killer condo deals. There's a 2-bedroom out at Palacio at $619 in case somebody's thinking about grabbing one of those. A couple Indigos that are going at $8 1/4, and a furnished one for $835, which is pretty strong, and a Windermere unit that you could grab for under $550. You need to call Jim or myself. Those are some killer prices. Yeah. Probably a couple $100,000 less than you could touch anything that strong before. So.
All right, before we go to the break, let's mention again that if you are a seller, or if you're a realtor, or even if you're a FSBO,
that's right.
And if you'd like to get your property listed here on At Home on the Coast,
featured on At Home on the Coast,
At Home on the Coast, we'll be happy to take that information and put your listing on here. There's a slight fee, but call either David or me, or have your realtor call David or me, and we'll be happy to accommodate you. Now, coming up next, some big new condo projects are scheduled for our area. We'll tell you more about these in just a minute.
Come on back.
Or selling real estate can be overwhelming. That's why you should rely on a name you trust. Jim Pennington, an experienced realtor who will be on your side and at your side.
Jim made it easy for me, led me through it. He was always available, always answered all my questions.
Remember, it costs you nothing for me to help you buy real estate. Whether you're buying or selling, if you're ready to move, I'll be on your side at your side. Call me, Jim Pennington at RE/MAX Horizons Realty.
For those who are opposed to the ordinary, there's Inside Out Furniture and Design, a furniture and accessory showroom with a distinct and diverse collection of fine furniture for every room in your home. Open your mind to something different with uniquely sophisticated furniture and accessories that have nothing in common with common. Elegant and timeless, a breathtaking array of extraordinary furnishings that make any room come alive. Nothing is ordinary at Inside Out. Inside Out Furniture and Design. We're more than a furniture store. We furnish dreams.
For over 40 years, Scopolo's on the Bay has been Pensacola's premier restaurant, a dining experience that's always memorable with a panoramic view of Pensacola Bay, extraordinary atmosphere and service, and a tantalizing menu featuring house specials such as Scamp Cervantes, Grouper Margarita, and the Carpetbagger Filet topped with crab meat and shrimp. For a special dining experience, visit our newly remodeled restaurant, Scopolo's on the Bay on Scenic Highway at Cervantes.
And for great burgers, shakes, and home-style meals, Scenic 90 Cafe, directly across from Scopolo's.
Tucker Transportation, with over a century of service to Escambia and Santa Rosa counties, features Yellow Cab taxi service 24 hours a day and Blue Angel wheelchair taxi service, also available around the clock. All major credit cards are accepted and personal and corporate accounts are available. Please remember, Yellow Cab is Northwest Florida's designated driver, so don't drink and drive. That's Yellow Cab, 433-3333.
And welcome back to At Home on the Coast. We've got a lot more to talk about. One of the biggest condo projects to hit Santa Rosa Island since Portofino may begin construction later this year. The project is the 23-acre Port Navarre project, a collection of condo towers, hotel, restaurants, and other retail facilities. Now, this is a drawing of the project. The water at the top of the screen is the Sound. The water at the bottom is the Gulf. So it's facing the Sound, looking toward the mainland. Port Navarre will be its own community on the northern side of the island facing Santa Rosa Sound. The developer is Land Bank Development Corporation. Estimated cost of the project, $350 million if it's done. Now, that'll be a tremendous boost to the South Santa Rosa County economy if it actually becomes a reality. Preliminary plans call for 4 condo towers with 140 units each, major hotels, shops, restaurants, coffee shops, delis, all that kind of good stuff. The developers say they will start building late this year if all goes as scheduled. Now, they are still waiting final approvals from the Santa Rosa County Commission. Now, speaking of a shot in the arm, look at what's about to happen to downtown Pensacola on 9th Avenue near Bayfront. This probably will be a surprise to you because there hasn't been virtually no publicity about it. But 5 local development groups are making proposals for the 2 acres of land on 9th Avenue at Romana, just north of Bayfront Parkway. It's the land between Gulf Power Company and the Aragon project. Now, the city accepted the 5 bids about 2 weeks ago. The bids range from $650,000 to $2 million for the property. The 5 developers are offering plans for 300-plus room hotel, condominium, commercial towers, restaurants, shops, and retail stores. Some of the proposals would require the city of Pensacola to pay for improvements to the property as needed. Now, the property is in the Gateway Redevelopment District, which controls the type of construction that can take place there. Now, if you would like to get in on the action, well, it's probably too late.
That's right.
Not going to happen.
That's right.
Thanks to the local media, the general public is just now hearing details about this prime project and the city-owned land that's being made available to developers. And, you know, it's interesting that this project is being put out to bids.
Yeah,
that's
a different MO.
Not like the Trillium property.
You said that, not me. That's right. That's At Home on the Coast with Jim Pennington. We got some more listings for you.
We do have some. Should we just go right into the listings? Right. Let's take a look at a listing in Marcus Point subdivision, great golf course community. Nope. All right, we'll go with this one. Stay with these pictures, and we'll just switch gears. This is Tiger Point. Yeah. This is 3820 Saber-Tooth Circle.
Listed at 585, and the MLS number is 296108. I covered your call.
Thank you. 3,237 square feet. This is a beautiful home. This is part of the sunroom. It's an L-shaped sunroom. Fantastic kitchen. cough's got me. You take
There you
it.
go. All right. And then the next one coming up is over in Marcus Point. I showed this house, as you know, Mr. Jim, last week. 60254 Forest Green. MLS number on that one's 299757, and it's listed at $299,900.
This is a great looking house, by the way.
Yeah. It showed well. And
this one's also got a heated and cooled sunroom. The square footage is about 2275. We're still trying to confirm the exact square footage on this house. We've got some discrepancies.
That sunroom almost sold that house, let me tell you. It's pretty impressive.
Good looking house, so if you'd like to be in Marcus Point,
give one of us or both of us a call, because we both have some nice listings over there.
This is a good house to do it.
You got some commercial on Creighton there, Mr.
Yeah,
Jim.
let's don't forget Creighton Road. We've got 240 feet of C1, that's commercial 1, on Creighton Road for $850,000. It's 1.6 acres. It's a perfect place for retail, shopping, offices, bank, restaurant, whatever you want to do. This is the place to do it.
The list goes on and on.
Yep, just give me a call and I'll tell you how you can buy this property.
There you go, and I have a couple more for you. We'll go to that one on Pale Moon, 5166 Pale Moon out there at Perdita Bay Country Club. That one, the MLS number is 294835. It's listed at $1,599,900. There's the killer pool looking out to the water. They have the new dock, 80-foot dock in now, Mr. Jim, all repaired, ready to go. There's the kitchen with the granite. And there should be a couple more shots. Then I like to remind everybody, there's the front elevation. I also have some builder homes in the Whisperers, built by Mike Mabry, and Garnett Homes has several homes out in Pace at Hammersmith and North Harbor. They need to give me a call.
All right. If you have any questions about real estate or you need information, call either one of us. We appreciate you joining us, and we'll see you next time at home on the coast.